welcome back to the channel. Today I am sharing my Slay Your TBR Readathon TBR. If you hear noises, it's because my cat has decided he's crazy right now because he hates being ignored while I film. So I apologize in advance if he disrupts. But if you don't know what Slay Your TBR Readathon is, I will go ahead and link the announcement video for you. I am helping to host this readathon. I'm very, very excited. This is part of our Bookish Bash activities that we're going to be doing throughout the year, and this is our very first readathon, so I hope you guys join us. Quickie details is that it runs from August 5th to 11th, and we have a couple challenges, which I'm going to talk about. But if you want more information, definitely check out that video that I link. I will also put it down in the description for your convenience. So I have 6 books on my TBR for this readathon. For week-long readathons, I like to aim for a minimum of 6 books on my TBR. Do I ever get to 6 books? No. But I like to try. So there's really only 2 reading specific challenges or challenges that shape my TBR. So the first one is to read a fantasy book. And for that, I actually have 2 books on my TBR that could fit into this category. If you've been around the channel for a minute, you know I mainly read sci-fi and fantasy. So I have a lot of fantasy to read. So my first one is Many Waters by Madeleine L'Engle, which is the 3rd or 4th. I can't remember which book I'm on. It is in the Wrinkle in Time series. So I've been reading through this over the past several months, and I think this is book 3. I don't know. But I am planning on reading this, and this does categorize as fantasy. So for my next one that could fit into this category, you may have seen my thumbnail, this honk of a book. Don't worry. I'm not reading all of this. This is Lord of the Rings, and this has all 3 books from this series in this edition. So I'm only wanting to read The Two Towers. The Two Towers is a book that I've already started. I'm filming this at the end of June, so I started it a few days ago, but I haven't finished it yet, and I don't think I'm going to finish it before this readathon starts. So I'm going to try to finish it during this readathon. And the second challenge is to read a short story. Now, I don't have a whole lot of short stories on my TBR. Mainly they're like collections of short stories, but even with that, I still don't have a lot on my TBR. I tend to like full-blown novels more than short stories, but I do have one that has been on my TBR for a while, and it is called The Shadows of Carcosa, I think is how you pronounce it. So this is a horror short story compilation, so it's got Lovecraft, Chambers, Machen, Poe, and other masters of the weird, which sounds delightful, and I love this cover. It's so creepy and delightful. I picked this up at a local bookstore close to me, and I just bought it off the cover alone, and the fact that it's horror stories. I was going to save this for October, but we're going to do it in August. And then my last 3 books to read do not fit into any specific categories. They're just books I want to get through. So the first one is a comic book, and that is Saga Volume 3. Now, at the point of filming this, I have not read Volume 2, but the plan is to read it before this readathon starts. So I'm participating in Booktubeathon as well, which is the week before Slay Your TBR starts. So I'm hoping to read Volume 2 during that readathon, and then I'll read Volume 3 during this readathon. Next up, you might start seeing a theme with these books. Almost all of them are series because I am in the middle of 14, 15 series, too many. So I'm trying to knock them down a little bit. So the next one is Never Fade, which is the 2nd book in the Darkest Mind series. This is kind of a thick book, so I don't know if I'll read all of it during this readathon. We'll see. It's a goal. And then the last book is also a series, but on the plus side, it is the last book in a series, and that is The Crown, which is the last book in the Selection series. I've been really enjoying this series as a light, fluffy, fun read, and I've actually done, I think, all of them up until this one on audiobook, but my library only has the first 4 on audiobook and not this one. So I'm gonna read it physical. And besides that, I might read an audiobook or 2 during this readathon. We'll see. You'll have to watch my vlog that I'll do for this readathon to see what I end up picking, but that's gonna wrap up all of my readathon TBR items for the Slay Your TBR readathon. So let me know down in the comments if you'll be joining this readathon. I really hope you do, and if you do, what books you plan on reading, or link me to your videos or blog posts if you have a TBR up for that. And let me know if any of the books on my list that you have read, and if you've enjoyed them or not, but leave out spoilers. And other than that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will be sure to make more of them in the future. And if you like me, please subscribe. I would love to have you join my Bookish Beauty family, and this channel will be the YouTube source of updates for Bookish Bash activities, photo challenges, readathons, read-alongs. You know, we have some fun stuff planned, so subscribe if you want to keep up with all of that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!